Hello guys, Dyutam Joy from Dauntless Dyutams here. Welcome to Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 Part 16. We are playing this game in Master of Deduction difficulty. Follow us in Facebook and Twitter. Links are given below. We have completed Iron Coffin in the last part, where we found out Mrs. Augusta Capello as the main culprit. In this part, we will do side quest, splitting the loot. So without much delay, let's start investigation as Sherlock Holmes. Let's begin. So guys, let's start splitting the loot. Report number 1807. 3 men were killed in quarrel over the distribution of bank robbery loot. The gunfight was reported at the northern end of Silverton in a backyard on Engineers Lane between Albernode Street and Coal Pit Street. The stolen property was not recovered. Case suspended due to inconclusive evidence. Pending further investigation. Victim profiles: Roger Smiley, 42 years old, previously arrested for theft, was wearing glasses. Cause of death: shotgun wounds to the torso. Second one is Bill Devon, 35 years old, previously affiliated with the Red Scarves gang. Cause of death: blood loss from a severe jugular vein. And the third one is identity unknown. Around 30 years old, was wearing a hat, suffered a leg wound. Cause of death: point blank shot to the heart. That means it's a spot death. So let us proceed. So this is the place where that incident happened. Okay. So evidence number 1.
Some loot has been left behind. Whoever took it must have been in a hurry.
Greed and booze got the better of them. No wonder it ended in violence.
Okay. Anything new? So backyard gunfight. I have located the backyard where the gunfight took place. Now let us proceed to evidence number 2. What's that?
Droplets of blood. Someone caught a bullet here. Two bullets hit the cart. No traces of blood, though.
So from the second evidence we got someone caught a revolver bullet, but the other two hit the cart. I see. Now let us find the third one.
Perfectly balanced for throwing. The blade is very sharp.
Okay. So from the third evidence we got a trail of blood from the cart to the wall leads to a throwing knife. And this is evidence number 4.
The man with the shotgun fired only 2 shots.
Seems he was too busy bleeding to reload.
Okay. And this is 5.
The shooter fired 3 rounds. A brand new Colt, 45 caliber.
Broken glass.
Bent glasses with cracked lenses.
Okay. And this is the last one.
Pieces of brass tacks, piranha rounds.
Piranha rounds. Okay, let us see. So the man with a shotgun fired only 2 shots. The man with a revolver fired 3 rounds. His broken glasses are lying behind a driftwood log. The log is riddled with brass tacks.
Stuck deep in the wood.
Okay. So a knife is stuck in the tree near the shotgun. Okay.
The man with the shotgun was killed by a throwing knife to the neck, but not before firing at the man in glasses. The man in the hat took a bullet to his leg, but 2 other bullets missed. The report mentioned he was shot in the heart, but how? There's something I'm missing here. Who could have finished him off?
So he got a missing piece. Who could have finished off the last victim? There's something I'm missing. Yeah, definitely. But
A police boot print. So that's how it ended.
okay. Police boot print. I found a police boot print near the 3rd victim. Apparently the officer who arrived first at the scene killed the fellow and took the loot for himself. Oh. Okay. So guys, after searching here and there, I didn't get any clues regarding the footprint of that police officer who killed the 3rd guy. So I think I have to go back to police station, that is in Cordona police station. Let's see.
I visited the location where the 3 robbers killed each other over some stolen loot, but I wasn't the first to inspect the scene, was I?
No. Officer Schmidt arrived there first, just hours after it was reported.
Okay.
Poor Schmidt. That same day, he received news that his dear old grandmother in Austria had died. He had to leave for the funeral immediately.
He is anything but poor. I doubt he'll be coming back. It was he who killed the last robber and took the loot for himself.
Blast it. I knew he was acting suspiciously. He may be beyond our reach now, but I'll be sure to expose the little weasel when I write my report. Nice work. Feel free to take another case. We make a great team, you and I.
Yes, sure. Oh, I have another case. What was did in the shadows? Let us solve this too. So, reporter's testimony. I have always had a nose for a good story. I was strolling about the cemetery when I saw him, the necromancer. I am not joking. He raised a woman from the grave and ordered her to attack the two men who were close by. Then they both turned into bats and flew away. I was too scared to take photographs of them, but I photographed their victims. This will be a front pager. Okay. Vagrant's testimony. I was having my supper when Johnny came to dig another grave as usual. There was someone else with him too. I must have dozed off for a while, but when I woke up, everything was a blur. Screaming, howling, then flashes of lightning, but no thunder. Some devilry was at work. I came out to see what was happening, and there was this reporter, Leonard or something. He told me that a vampire had killed two people. Mere years from me, boy, and I lucky to be alive. Yeah, very lucky. Suspect note. Hamil Arkhi is the brother of the recently deceased Kamil Arkhi. We tried to make him talk, but he is a hard nut to crack. His neighbors saw him leaving his house to put flowers on his sister's grave, but they say he returned at dawn looking dirty and tired. P.S. Just in case, we also made him eat garlic, no reaction. So they thought he is a vampire. Victim profile number 1. Victim 1. John Bowden, 37 years old, graveyard keeper. Blunt force injury to the head, 2 puncture wounds to the neck. Cause of death, massive blood loss from the carotid artery. Victim profile number 2. Victim 2. Saeed Hafiz, 56 years old, assistant professor at Cordona Medical College. Slight cut to the leg, blunt force trauma to the head, 2 puncture wounds to the neck, major vessels intact, blood loss minimal. Cause of death, intracranial hemorrhage. Okay. Report number 18 to 10. 2 men were found dead near an open grave at the cemetery. Both victims had bite marks on their necks. Victims: John Bowden, graveyard keeper; Saeed Hafiz, assistant professor at Cordona Medical College. Suspects: Hamil Arkhi, tenor; Kamil Arkhi, deceased reportedly by vampire. Witnesses: Leonardo Barberi, reporter; Joe, vagrant. Evidence points to the possible involvement of supernatural forces. Case is pending further investigation. Okay, let us solve this case.
This place gives me the creeps. What if the vampire comes back?
So this is the place. So evidence number 1. A hat.
This is a somewhat neglected and dusty hat. The stone is rather unwieldy, so it couldn't be used as a weapon. Someone fell and hit their head on it.
We're dealing with a very immoderate bloodsucker here.
Okay.
The flowers are still fresh. Looks like a set of surgical instruments. One is missing. The label is illegible.
Crumpled note, we have run out of fresh cadavers for dissection. You know what to do, Professor Shelley. Okay. Another hat.
An expensive hat with a few grey hairs stuck to the brim. Someone tore their trousers here.
Shovel.
The blade is bent from the impact. The bleeding wasn't severe, there are just a few drops.
Let's see what we got. So we have a chemical analysis. I found a bottle containing a clear liquid with a repulsive smell. The label is damaged. Okay. So around an empty grave. I've located the empty grave at the cemetery. Upon examination of the scene, I found a shovel with a bent blade and a few drops of blood nearby. A set of surgical instruments. One is missing. A dirty hat near a blood-stained stone, a pool of blood nearby, an expensive hat with a few grey hairs and a piece of torn fabric on a root. So let's do chemical analysis. -4, -1 and -2. Let's do it. So guys, we got the combination -4, -1 and -2. Let us complete this chemical analysis. So it is formalin, which is used for embalming corpses. I see. Emperor's Aqueduct.
Nicely roasted.
My God.
I wonder how even the most destitute always somehow manage to scrape together enough for a drink.
Yes, you are true.
Psilocybin mushrooms. These are powerful hallucinogens.
Psilocybin. Okay.
The brother of the deceased became furious when he caught the anatomist exhuming his sister's body. He killed him with a shovel. The graveyard keeper took to his heels, but didn't get far. He fell, hitting his head on a stone, which rendered him unconscious. With the murderer gone, the reporter who was hiding punctured the neck of the first victim to imitate a bite. But when he did the same to the second victim, he killed an unconscious man. So we have 2 murders and 2 murderers, but no vampires.
Vampires are not so scary when you have grave robbers and journalists running around.
So what we got? Cemetery murders. There are two murders and two murderers. The first murder was committed by Hamil Arki. When he caught the anatomist exhuming his sister's body, he became furious and killed him with a shovel. The second murderer is Leandro Barbieri. In his attempt to fabricate a story of vampires, he killed the unconscious graveyard keeper. Yup. So that's it for this little mystery. So it is time to go to police station. Let's go.
Constable Stark, do you believe in vampires?
Hey? What do vampires have to do with anything?
Oh, that's exactly what I thought while looking into the murders at the cemetery. The primary suspect is indeed the murderer, but he's not the only one. The reporter who so easily fooled everyone with his vampire stories killed the other victim.
But why would he do that?
He believed the unconscious man to be dead and decided to concoct a thrilling story for his readers.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Holmes. I'll have the conniving little scrub taken in immediately. There's only one case left. Don't let me stop you.
Another. The scapegoat. Okay. The victim has requested to specifically identify the goat thief. Okay. So guys, in the next part we will do the scapegoat side quest, and after that we will jump into our main story, that is a mother's love. That's all from 16th part of Sherlock Holmes chapter 1. In this channel you will watch and enjoy latest games walkthrough in the hardest difficulty available, part by part till the end. We need your support guys. Please do like, subscribe and share the video. Make sure to hit the notification bell and stay updated with our recent content. We would love to hear from you guys and wholeheartedly appreciate your valuable feedback. Dyutam Joy from Dauntless Dyutams signing out. See you in the next part. Till then, take care and stay alert like Sherlock.